Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are back with another Raggedy Business Report. We are coming to you today. I am coming to you today at a new time, 2 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully, you saw the announcements. I am no longer in corporate. I gave those people their job back. So now I don't have to wait until the evenings to bring you the Raggedy Business Report. Now we can do it during the day because we are no longer in corporate. Praise God. So, for all of those people who are still working in corporate and wanting to leave corporate to pursue their dreams in their business and just be full time in entrepreneurship, full time in purpose, I just encourage you to keep going. It will happen for you if you stay persistent, if you stay prayed up and let God direct your path. He will bring it to pass. So stay encouraged. Hey, Janae, thank you for tuning in. So, yes, we are here for the Raggedy Business Report, coming to you on Tuesdays, still on Tuesdays. That has not changed. We're still on Tuesdays. And we've switched the time from 6 p.m. Central to 2 p.m. Central, so you can get this good tea during the day. If you are still at work, maybe you are taking a break, and I thank you for joining us. Go ahead and let me know where you are tuning in from if you are with me live. If you are catching this on the replay, type replay in the comments for me. And also let me know where you're tuning in from. It's always great to see where people are joining from. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have no water. How did I start this without any water? I don't know, because now I'm feeling a little something in my throat. But I do know because I just came out of another meeting. But yes, we are going to give you the good Raggedy Business Report. For those who are new to me or unfamiliar with me, my name is Candace Washington, also known as the Client Curator. And that is because I help CEOs to maximize the revenue that they are earning from all of their existing clients by tapping into by creating data-driven strategies so that they can continue to earn from their existing clients, and not just earn from their existing clients, but earn more money from their existing clients, because client retention is the lifeblood and sustainability of any successful business. It is what is going to help you grow and scale your company. And so that is what I do. I am the data queen. I'm the all things client and customer experience, retention, all of that is my jam. That is what I do. Hey, Leslie, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Amber, we got Texas. We got my home city, Houston, in the house. We got Florida. I believe Leslie's in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So, hey, we got Columbus, Ohio in the house. Y'all better show up. Y'all better do it. Thank you so much for joining me. Butterfly Fly, thank you for joining. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'm going to give you this good Raggedy Business Report. So for those who are new and who have never tuned into the Raggedy Business Report, let me tell you what it is. So every week I bring to you a story about some raggedy business practices that most of the time that I've encountered. The past couple of weeks we've talked about some raggedy business stories that other people have encountered, and they submitted for me to share on the Raggedy Business Report. But most of the time, it is personal stories that I've encountered while doing business with companies, large and small. And so I share the story with you. And so it's a little bit of gossip, a little bit tea, and a lot of raggediness in a lot of cases. And so when I share these stories, it's not just to say that the business itself is raggedy, right? It's just to say that this business that I share, and I never disclose the name of the company or the business engaged in some raggedy business practices, right? And so that doesn't necessarily mean that the business is raggedy as a whole, but what it does mean is that if you leave these raggedy business practices unchecked, it can turn your business raggedy as a whole. And whenever you are operating your business in a raggedy manner, you are doing business in a raggedy manner, treating your clients and customers any old kind of way, that affects your revenue, which is the money that you earn in your business. That affects your retention. It affects your reputation. It affects all of those things, right? And so we definitely want to be sure that as business owners, we are not doing raggedy business out here, right? So that is what the Raggedy Business Report is. I give you the story, but then I also give you some things to take away that you can implement in your business to keep your business from being raggedy and to keep your business from practicing raggedy business. So with that being said, let me go ahead and share this good raggedy business story for today, the Raggedy Business Report for today. So this is a personal story. So we're back to the personal stories. So a few years ago, I had my house built, and it was a great experience. I was a first-time homeowner, and I didn't know anything about the home buying process, learned a whole lot about the home buying process. And so when I was looking for a house to buy, my realtor suggested this new neighborhood that wasn't far from where I lived, and it was a brand new neighborhood. They were building homes, and I was like, okay, do I really want to build a home? Like, I don't know anything about that process. It's probably going to make the process even more complicated. I don't even think I can afford to build a home. Like, that's all the things that were running through my mind. But came to the neighborhood, met with the builder. I absolutely could afford the houses in the neighborhood, to my surprise, and started the process. So it was a beautiful process because I got to pick my lot. I got to pick out all the finishes in my house, and I got to see the house be built from literally just dirt and, you know, whatever, to the house that I'm living in now. The office that I'm coming to you from right now is in this house that I built. So it was a great process. And so I lived at the time only about 1.5 miles away from the house that I live in now, the house that I built. And I've been working from home for several years, almost 7 years now. And so that has always afforded me the ability to be a lot more flexible in my schedule. So I was here like all the time, right? I knew all of the crews, you know, the framing crew, the cement crew, the drywall crew, the flooring crew. Like, I knew like all the crews because I was literally always here. Everybody, all the builders folks knew me, all the crews knew me because I was always here. Partly because I wanted to make sure that the investment that I was making was, you know, a good investment, but also I was just intrigued by the home building process because I'd never seen a construction project from start to finish. And so a lot of it just intrigued me. So get to the point in the house building process where they were laying the brick on my house. And it just again, the whole process fascinated me, but how they laid the bricks with the cements, how they cut them to size, like all of that, right? Just really, really fascinated me. So they're bricking the front portion of my home, and they brick the part with the garage. They brick the side along the garage, but when they get to the area where my front door is, they run out of brick. And so I'm like, okay, I don't really know how you run out of brick because like this isn't a custom built home in the sense that, you know, it's different from every other home in the neighborhood. Like, I chose a model and I chose a floor plan. So you should know exactly based on the specs of the house, the precise amount of materials that you need for this particular model of home. They ran out of brick. So they ordered another pallet of brick. The brick crew, they put it up, and it didn't match the rest of the brick on the house. And so I came a couple of days and I was looking at it in different times of the day, different amounts of sunlight and daylight and all of that, taking pictures, and I'm like, this is just off. It doesn't match. It's not right. And so I called my realtor, sent the pictures to a couple of other people, family and friends, and was like, what do you notice in this picture? Everybody said that they could see that the brick was not the same, right? And so called the builder, and their people that are on the ground that check behind all the crews to make sure everything is being done to code and all of that. They came, and several people with the builder, even the brick people, or the brick company that they got the brick from, tried to convince me that the brick was the same. Oh, it's the same. There's no color discoloration or difference. Once we wash the new brick, like we've washed the brick that has already been laid, everything will match perfectly. And, it's not a difference in color like you think or like you see. Well, they washed it, all of those things, the brick still didn't match. So I let them go through all their little process, but they were trying to convince me that nothing was wrong when to everybody else that came by and saw that I sent the pictures to clearly saw that something was wrong. So it got to the point where I had to finally put my foot down and said, look, I will walk away from this. Yes, I've paid earnest money. I will walk away from the earnest money that I have put down on this house and find me another house to live in, because I'm not going to have a house that the brick doesn't match and everybody can see that because it's obviously on the exterior of the house, because you all didn't order enough material to do the job completely and properly at the same time or at one time. I walk away. And it was only when I threatened to walk away from the project and from the house that then would have caused them to have inventory that they weren't counting on, that they decided to reorder the brick, pull down all the brick that they had put up in that front door area, and order another pallet of brick and relay the brick. And they did that and it matched. And so that was how the story went down. Just raggedy business. So I'm sure you can see the raggedy business what raggedy business exists in this story. But, I was just like, are y'all really trying to play me like this brick matches? Like, it clearly does not. I understand that things come from different lots, and, that's the thing about when you're ordering stone and brick and paint and, all of those sorts of things. If they come from different lots, then, the colors can be off some. It can be the same texture, the same color scheme, but the colors won't match as right. So that is the Raggedy Business Report of today. Just all the way raggedy. So I'm going to give you now some takeaways that you can implement in your business to make sure that you're not treating your customers how the builder treated me. So that you don't lose money. Because like I said, I was ready to walk away, and I was fully prepared to walk away and say, you know what, y'all can have this house, I'll go find another one, because I'm not going to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in a home and the brick don't match. So the first thing you need to do when you are working with your clients and customers, if you have a project or whatever it is, make sure that you know exactly what you need to fully complete the job. And get everything, if things need to be ordered, get everything ordered to fully complete the job, not to partially complete it, but to fully complete the job. In construction and when you're doing DIYs, I'm a big DIYer, people will tell you often, measure twice or 3 times or 4 times and cut once. So double check everything that you need in order to complete a project for a client, whether it's a system, whether it's a certain level of access, whether it's physical products that need to be ordered, whatever it is, make sure that you have everything that you need in order to fully complete the job and deliver the job to the client in excellence, right? The second thing is own your mistakes. Don't try to convince your clients that they're crazy and tell them that something is right when it's wrong, right? Don't do that. Own your mistakes. If you make a mistake and something is not right with what you deliver to your client and they bring it to your attention, just own it. Apologize and make it right. But trying to convince your clients that they're wrong, trying to convince your clients that what they're seeing or what they've received is not what it actually appears to them, that's never the approach, because that's just going to really probably tick your client off and make them walk away with their business. Own the mistake and then figure out a resolution for you to deliver to your clients, right? We don't ever want to place the blame on our clients when we do things wrong. And it may require sometimes that we have to eat the cost of whatever. Like the builder had to eat the cost. They had to eat the cost of the labor, because now the crew that laid the brick, they not only laid the brick the first time, they had to go back and tear it down, and then they had to relay it a second time. So that cost them money in labor costs. It cost them money in materials, because they had to order another pallet of bricks, and then once they took down the brick that they had laid the first time, they couldn't reuse that brick. And so instead of them owning it and just making it right, they were trying to convince me that it was fine, nothing was wrong, because it was going to cost them money to fix it. Well, that's not my problem. Again, as the client, your client doesn't care what you have to do to deliver the job to them that they've hired you to do. I didn't care. You all messed it up. It wasn't my fault. And so I don't care if it costs you more. I don't care if it's an inconvenience. I don't care what it is. You made the error, so you need to make it right, whatever that takes, right? So never point the finger at your clients and try to convince them that something is right when they're telling you that it's not. Okay, so those are the two lessons I hope you take away from this Raggedy Business Report. Again, know what you need to fully complete the job, all of it, so that you can fully complete it without delay, without error, without all of that, so that it can be completed in excellence, and then own your mistakes. So that is the Raggedy Business Report for today. I hope you enjoyed this Raggedy Business Report. As you have Raggedy Business Reports in the past, go ahead and again, let your friends and your business besties and everybody know that the new time for the Raggedy Business Report is Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central Time. So grateful for all who have tuned in. If you would like more information about how I can help you and serve you in your company by developing data-driven strategies for maximizing the revenue that you earn from your clients, your existing clients, go ahead and shoot me a DM. I'd be glad to talk with you about how we may be able to work together. Again, if you're catching this on the replay, go ahead and type replay in the comments for me. So grateful for everyone who has joined. We will be back next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Again, that's the new time. And as I always say, I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. Be blessed and remember to treat people well. Good night, y'all.